At the risk of saying it every time, hey guys, here we go, episode 1. Today we're going to be talking about what type of step deck do I need. Again, we're Walker's Trailer Sales Incorporated. There's our number. That's how you can get to us if you need to. So very common question that we get here when people call is they want to call and ask us what type of step deck do they need. That's a very loaded question. There's a lot of ways that you can break that down to figure out what you want to do, what are you doing, what do you plan on doing. So today, to help me with this, I have actually brought in a special guest all the way in from the other side of my office wall on the south end. Chad, go ahead and get your headset on. Get your headset and your mic. So
we're high end.
So Chad, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm the big sexy guy in the red shirt right there. So that's me right there. General manager here at Walker Trailer Sales. Been doing this for a little over 20 years now. So I do know a little bit about trailers. The rest of it I make up as I go. So anyway, hope we can teach you guys a little bit of something and help you out. No, I was not flipping you off right there. That was thumbs up.
That was a big thumbs up there. Big thumbs up. So start off in some of the easier basic questions here. Just to get started with, what composition trailer do I need? So step decks typically come in 3 different makeups here. Going to be an all steel trailer, or what we call a combo trailer, which is steel and aluminum, and then you've got your all aluminum. So there's more to that than just weight. I'll let Chad explain some of that, but there's more that goes into that with just weight. Some of that determines as what are you doing with the trailer.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, Jacob, I'd fall into is what are you doing with it? You know, load capacities change up on each of those trailers, and it's mainly from the steel beam versus the aluminum beam. And, you know, if we're talking about the Doonan trailer is probably the easiest for us to talk about. And but, yeah, you get typically another 10,000-pound load capacity off that trailer just by having that steel main beam, you know, versus the aluminum, but then also your concentrated load rating. Do you remember the concentrated load ratings on those?
Yeah, so that Doonan Platinum right there that you're looking at that Chad's unstacking, and what a gift for you today to get to watch him operate this big red forklift here. That's something that we do on a regular basis. Chad is an expert at unstacking there, as you can see. But so this Doonan trailer right here is a combo. Going to have a steel main beam, aluminum side rails, and it has aluminum cross members, which is not a common thing. Most combination trailers still have steel cross members. This trailer has a 70,010 feet concentrated weight rating and a GVWR of 90,000 pounds, whereas an aluminum trailer, it's gonna be lighter, but you're gonna have less. Your concentrated weight rating drops you down to 60 and 10.
That's right. So great point right there. GVWR, just keep that in mind that GVWR is gross vehicle weight rating. That's loading something from the very tail to the tip of that trailer, supported off of those main beams. You know, and then you got a concentrated load rating, like you said, we're different from 70,000 to 60,000 between the aluminum and steel beams of these things. So that can dictate what you're hauling. If you're planning on hauling heavy and something out on the wide width of those beams, you know, maybe a step deck's not what you need. Maybe we need to look at a low boy. You know, if you're hauling excavators or something like that, stay away from the step deck, you know, but we do have trailers that we can get into. So not saying that you can't haul a little bit heavier stuff on that. It just needs to be supported off of those main beams of that trailer. I think that's where a lot of people get confused on load ratings off of that. Outside rails are not that supportive. They do have a load rating on them, but they're not as supportive.
For truck parts, please. Park 5.
Don't mind Miss Ivy right there, too. She comes in from time to time in the studio to tell us what line somebody's on the phone. They're wanting to call into the show. That's something we deal with a lot. And so next thing we'll talk about, what length trailer do we need? Just a few quick things. 48 foot is going to be legal anywhere. We got bridge laws. We've talked about that in a couple of our little shows that we've done here about bridge laws and kingpin to the center of your axle group. So two basic lengths, 48 foot or 53 foot. Chad, can you explain just a little bit on a rear axle slide on a 53 footer? What is the big difference there on a trailer? Why would I need a 2-axle with a rear axle slide?
Rear axle slide is set up mainly to be used as a California. There's Miss Ivy again.
There's somebody else calling it. We'll take calls in just a little bit, guys.
We're just so busy right now. Rear axle slide allows you to be able to go California legal, which is 40-foot kingpin to center of rear axle. So when you slide that back axle forward, it allows you to be California legal. It also gets you legal in a couple other states, like Florida has a 41-foot and it helps you get to that also.
All right, so we're going to segue into a little bit of this here. We're going to move on and we'll kind of explain. So what this trailer we've been unstacking this morning and doing with is the Doonan Platinum rear axle slide here. And so we've got it pictured here. This trailer is on 17.5s. It's a low pro. So as we answer some more of these questions, Chad's going to kind of tell us a little bit about this trailer while we're doing it. So Chad, big difference here. We got a lot of people that call up here and they ask us, well, do I need a 17.5? What is that? And tell us just a little bit of the difference between if this trailer was a 22.5 and a 17.5 and why you might want to go with this versus a standard 22.5 trailer or not go with it too.
Yeah, the main reason is the deck height. And that's what we're looking for on this. And Doonan is unique in the fact that, and you'll see here for a second, that underslung suspension right there, they can get you down on this trailer with a steel beam. Keep that in mind. It's a steel beam trailer. Get you down to 35 inches of deck height. Most everybody runs around 36 to 37 inches on their low profile. Doonan can get you down to that. The question lies in what kind of freight are you going to be hauling? Don't get this trailer thinking that, hey, I'm going to get this and the freight's going to come to me. No. You need to know that this 17.5 tire trailer is going to be the trailer for you, and that you already got freight lined up, that people are going to request this, that they're going to utilize the fact that you got to load it.
So essentially what you're saying is asking yourself, is that extra 6 inches of ground clearance going to make a difference? Here's something I want to show you. This is something we do to all our trailers where I'm right here testing the capacity of this. You can see me just making sure that this trailer is ready to haul, and I know that it will hold my weight now. So every trailer that you get when you leave here, you know that it will haul the weight of a human person. So back into this, Chad. So like I was saying on the 17.5 thing, is that a big deal? Because that's what we like to talk about here is that 6 inches of ground clearance? Is that
it is a big deal, but keep in mind it's dictated by the load that you can get. It's not so much saying, hey, that this is a better trailer than the other trailer. You do have more expensive tires. You've got a couple more issues. You got to go a little bit slower. You got to keep your tire pressures up, et cetera, et cetera. That's one of the main things on those 17.5 tires. So I like a 17.5 tire trailer. We sell a ton of them. We have a lot of good luck out of them being a rear slider or being a triaxle, whatever it may be. So take a look at them. Let's keep looking.
Okay.
Keep going.
Again, Chad and Jacob here with Walker's Trailer Sales. This is episode 1. Many more to come. You guys subscribe to our channel. Take a look. We're going to have a lot more helpful information. We'll be looking at something again in a couple of days. So appreciate y'all watching.